All right, parents and chaperones and those that are going to be helping us today after school, I've kind of made a video and like a little bit of a template for you guys so maybe you can see the field before we actually do it. And I know that some people are kind of visual. I know I am, and I kind of like a little explanation before we go. And so first of all, we're going to split up the field into two sides. We have side 1, which is this side of the field, and we have side 2, which is this side of the field. Now we're viewing this from the judge's perspective, so like if you were up in the home bleachers. Okay, so side 1 is going to be the left side of the field, and side 2 is going to be the right side of the field. If it helps you at all, when we're at our home stadium, the band always sits on the side 2 side of the field. Okay, so we're always over there by Ag Concessions, and that's on side 2. So hopefully that's kind of helpful for you. All right, and so I've kind of given you a blank field with no coordinates on that for kids, unlike this set, which is a little bit harder to read because there's more just stuff on it. And so I kind of gave you a blank setup, but I will also include that one in y'all's packet tonight. So the first thing that we need to know is how we get organized. Usually at one end of the field or other, there's going to be a gate for our props and our backfield stuff to go. So this is the very backfield. It's labeled right here, backfield. And so this is Romeo. This is tables 1 through 10. And this is sales 1 through 10. And this is going to be, this year, we're going to use 3 sandbag carts, I think, maybe 4 sandbag carts, but for sure 3. And then the sandbag cart 1 and 2 will go back here. All right, and this is going to be the backfield entrance. And then the front field entrance up here is going to be the front carts. So that's carts 1 or fronts 1 through 9. And then on the second cart will be fronts 10 through 18. And then up here we've got all of our pit. And then we got up here Big Mama, Big Papa, and Juliet, okay, our podiums. All right, and that's basically up here at the front of the field or front field. Okay, so I've kind of diagrammed the pictures for you. So starting on side 1, we've got sale 1 and table 1, and then sale 2 and table 2, so forth, 3, 4, all the way over here to this side, which is 10 on side 2. All right, the kids know where to put these. So, well, hopefully they'll know where to put them today. And so that shouldn't be a problem for you guys. All I need you guys to do is help them get lined up and then keep them from doing anything that could endanger us from getting on the field or off the field. Now, in general, at any given contest, at BOA, we have 4 minutes to get on the field and 2 minutes to get off the field. At some UIL and like Invitational, we have 5 minutes to get on the field and 2 minutes to get off the field. But in general, we're always trying to set up in 2 minutes and get off in 2 minutes. That's just the general goal, is if we can get set up by 2 minutes and we can get off in 2 minutes, we're doing great. Actually, the real goal is to get set up in 2 minutes and get off in 1 minute and 30 seconds. All right, we definitely want to get off with more than a few seconds left. We've been able to do that in the past. So let's look at what it's like to be in a home game. So in a home game, that means we're going to enter from side 2. All right, it's really easy on side 2 because the tables get in order and they get into 2 lines, 1 through 5 and 6 through 10. And basically what they're going to do is they're going to start here off the field, and then they're just going to slowly move at a diagonal until they get into their spot over here. Okay. The tables and the sales are going to go kind of at the same time. The tables will probably have to go a little bit faster than the sales, and that should be pretty easy. We may want to flip-flop that, but I think this is going to work just fine the way it is right now, that the tables go out first, and then the sales come out second, and then they get all set up. And then the sandbags are going to come afterwards, and we don't have any kids that are going to be standing behind the sales this year. So if you'll see, I put little blue dots where the sandbags are going to go. So the sandbags are going to go behind the sales. And I think we're going to use 4 sandbags per sale, maybe more. We could need 6, we could need 8, we could need 10. We just really don't know at this point, okay? So it's early in the season. And then up on front field, here's side 2, okay? So we go in with the front carts, 1 through 9. And they're going to come across the yard line here, okay? They're going to stay off of the sideline. They're going to come up here and move their way across, all the way across, and then put the things together. Okay, that gives a little bit of room for Pitt to be on the other side of the sideline, and they can come forward and set up, and that leaves room for Big Mama, Big Papa, and Juliet to come across and set up. Now that's ideal situations. Sometimes there's only one gate to work with. We all kind of get smushed down here in one corner, and then we all have to kind of roll out. Sometimes it's two, so we can go ooh, like this. That's the way it's going to be for like BOA San Antonio. So BOA San Antonio is a side 2 walk-on, and we come out from 2 separate gates, and it's really, really, really easy. The very first contest that we're going to do is going to be a side 1 walk-on. All right, and there's still 2 gates, but there's 1 gate here, and then we can usually stage most of our props about halfway down. And so now they just go from here, and they just kind of round the corner and go. Chris McBrayer and I will always take a walk, and we'll map out the situation, and that way he can come back and kind of have a team meeting with his parents. This is the hard thing this year, okay? This is going to be the most difficult thing is we don't have kids to move the sails or the sandbag carts. We'll be in warm-up. So let's say we finish up with a warm-up. We're hoping that we can get all of this gear, which is a ton of gear. It's a mountain of gear, at least near the ramp and staged near the ramp. That way, as we walk forward from warm-up, I can say, sails, go get your sail. Sandbags, go get your sandbag cart. And we can all just kind of break out of our parade block and then just go over there and get it. And hopefully that's going to be somewhere near the ramp. That's can be easy like in San Antonio where we warm up over here and we have to kind of march by this stuff anyways. But like if we were at Birdville, we warm up way, 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 way far away, and our trucks are way over here, and then the stadium is kind of in here in the middle, and so that would be like a nightmare situation. So hopefully it'll all work out this year, but I just wanted to give you guys kind of a visual, and then I'm gonna make sure I have this photocopied, and I'll make sure I have this photocopied as well on what the kid assignments are and what it should look like. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy my 7-minute video. Bye-bye.